Hello everybody, welcome back to Screen Stars. I'm here today to review the 2018 science fiction movie Encounter, although in some regions I think it is still known as Beyond the Sky, but I think it's the main reason it's been changed to Encounter I think is because it clashes with Beyond Skyline, the title from the popular science fiction film last year or earlier this year, I can't remember which now. So it's primarily known as Encounter now, and this is one of those alien abduction type movies, and it stars a young actress called Jordan Hinson, who you've seen on things like A Town Called Eureka and the recent Higher Power that I reviewed on this channel. And we have an actor called Ryan Keynes in this movie as well. And we get a couple of recognisable faces in here doing cameos, Dee Wallace and a couple of others who you'll recognise. And this film focuses on Ryan Keynes' character Chris Norton, who's a documentary filmmaker. And I thought initially this was going to be like one of these found footage type movies, but it's not. You think it's going to be filmed in like a documentary style, and again it's not. It does that occasionally, but it's mainly, conventional film this. And he's desperate to prove that alien abduction is fake and a hoax, because when he was a boy he saw his father abuse his mother, and he filmed it all on a VHS camera when he was a young boy. And he saw something and his mum disappeared, and his father was convinced then for the rest of his life that she was abducted by aliens, and he just thinks he drove her away because it was abusive. So he really wants excuse me, to prove that alien abductions are fake. So he goes to the Area 51 type area, out in America, where there's all these conventions going on for UFOs and support groups of supposed abductees, things like that. And he's trying to get interviews with people, but he's not very respectful in these interviews, so he ends up falling out with a couple of people. He's not very popular then with the organiser of these events. He's told to leave, but he just keeps pushing and digging, and he meets Emily, who is a frequent abductee. She claims that every 7 years they come and take her, and she doesn't know why. And if he wants proof, to stay with her, because in a couple of days it's her birthday, or I think it's her birthday, and they come every 7 years on her birthday to take her. So he kind of gets intrigued by her and her story, and very interested in her, and it goes from there really. And like I say, he wants to prove that it's all a fake, it's all a hoax, but he keeps seeing things that make him think otherwise. Strange things start happening to him. He starts having time lapses. He keeps seeing things, him and his cameraman, these cloaked figures with bright faces, and he slowly starts to think the other way, and then he wants to kind of prove that it might be real, or he wants evidence that it might be real. Or is it one big cover-up? And that's what you'll have to find out by watching the movie. Now, this film's pretty good. It's okay. I had a pretty good time watching it. There are aspects of it that kind of are a bit annoying. The Chris character, the documentary filmmaker, is quite deeply unlikable initially, and he's really hard to connect to. And there's kind of a reason behind that, he's kind of abrasive, and he's quite provocative in how he questions people and stuff, and maybe that's because he doesn't believe really, but it makes him quite unlikable, so it takes a while for you to get on board with him. You do eventually, as the film's arc continues. I liked his cameraman more. I found him quite comical at times. Everything terrified him. He was quite fun. I thought Emily, the actress that played Emily, was very good. Jordan Hinson. I think she's quite a talented young actress, and she was a pretty good anchor for this movie. And it does pretty good job, this movie, of keeping you guessing. It's quite respectful, to alien abduction and all that kind of stuff, and it keeps you guessing as to, is this all real or is it one big hoax? And then it kind of gives you a red herring later, and then there's a huge reveal at the end that was impressive. I thought I enjoyed it, even though it didn't make a lot of sense when you actually analyse it, and I can't talk about it because it would go into the realm of spoilers. But yeah, I thought this film had quite a lot going for it, and it was fun to watch, and some of the effects actually were very impressive. I thought deeply impressive in parts of the movie. It's just that the pacing's a bit off. The central character, the documentary maker, Chris, is quite unlikable, so you can't get on board with him for quite a while. And some of the things that go on in the movie are a bit, I don't know, unimpressive and predictable. But yeah, I've got to say, guys, I thought this was fun. If you like these type of movies, if you like sci-fi alien abduction stories, then I think you'll probably have fun with this movie. There's nothing original about it, I wouldn't say. The best thing about this movie, it just keeps you guessing. Is it real? Is it a hoax? Are they experiencing hallucinations? Because at one point in the film, they kind of they go to like this Red Indian, smoking tent type thing, and they take some drugs, drink this thing that kind of makes them hallucinate, and you don't know if what they're seeing is real, if it's fake. So the best thing this film has going for it is it does genuinely, to some point, keep you guessing. And you get a reveal near the end, and you kind of like, right, okay. And then it's a curveball, and then you get the real reveal but at the end. So it is pretty good at keeping you guessing. It's pretty well made. It didn't blow me away, but it is very watchable, I would say, if you like a good sci-fi movie. So I'll give this film a 6.5 out of 10. I think if they'd have upped the tension a bit more and up the pacing a bit more, and maybe wrote the characters a little bit better, this has probably been a much higher score, I would suggest. So yeah, Encounter, guys, give it a watch if you like this type of movie. So thank you very much for watching.